Hello everybody and welcome back. Welcome back everybody, because today I'm doing something a little bit weird. Right, today guys is a little bit of a different video. You'll notice that I'm flying. Yes, flying around our world. Now, you guys asked me very specifically you would like to see a tech episode where I try and build a big tech base. And you guys wanted me to do it without any restrictions to see what I could do. So that we don't ruin this world, we're going to go far, far, far away. Okay, we've cleared out nowhere near a sizable enough space. But I thought what I'm going to do is, if I do need more space, I'm just going to get, like, I'll spawn a Trikin or something, or like a Titanosaur to just walk over that area there. Because why not use the dinosaurs to clear out the area that I need? Like, there must be a way of using the dinosaurs to just walk all over this and just destroy all of this. So that's what I'll do. But we've got a nice sort of starting area for us to use. So let's get rid of everything that we've got here for now that we don't need, I guess. Oh, you actually throw it down. That's kind of cool. There we go. There we are. Okay, cool. So all of that rubbish is over there. Right. So I said we were going to build a tech castle, and a tech castle is what we shall build. We have unlimited resources. We have unlimited engrams. We can build whatever we want. So if... Oh, unless I have to build this in a tech... I guess I don't. Hang on. Tech... Okay, no. I don't have to. I can just... Alright then. So, we'll take some of those foundations, and we will take a... Oh, trapdoor. Ooh. Dinosaur gate. Okay. Alright, give me a minute. Hang on. I will bring my face cam back, by the way. But for now, I want to use... I want to do it like this so I can do these quick time-lapse stuff. Okay, so I've got loads of stuff in here. Basically all of the tech building stuff. And I'm going to build how I normally build. So let's get out some fence foundations. And let's get out some normal foundation. Okay. And let's just build ourselves a area that we can... Oh, stuff is growing back already. Okay, right, let's build some stuff. So, as you can see here, all we're doing is laying down the foundations for, well, everything that we need to do. I wanted to go with an unusual shape. Going with a square quite often doesn't work. And while we are going to use a square later on as a theme, for the outside, it's very rare that you'll ever see buildings or anything like that in just a square, unless you obviously live in New York. We don't live in New York, so this is something to do something a little bit better than just a skyscraper. As cool as a skyscraper would be to build in Ark, I wanted to do a castle. And castles have very odd shapes, very weird edges, which is why you can see me playing around and messing up with the geometry of everything. This does come back to bite me later on, but we will solve this. Don't you worry about that one bit. Okay, so it looks like we kind of have an outline going here. I kind of want to make like this a little bit more... Yeah, no. Yes, get rid of this. So yeah, the trick is not to just use this here. So the best thing to do here is not to actually just shove stuff on top of this and hope for the best. The best thing to do here is to now build on top of this. And that's what we're going to do now. I'm kind of making it up as I go. I thought I was going to have a plan, but I don't. So let's continue. I decided that the best way of going about this was to have an outdoor gate and kind of make almost a miniature village in a way. So we would create a gate on the outside, walk in, and then there would be, the base would have different sections. So we would have a section with the castle for Bucket, we'd have an outpost, we'd have a defense section, we'd have a couple of storage sections, we'd have defense posts you can easily get to, a taming area, an area that we could have the dinosaurs. So I thought the idea would be to build a giant wall around it, and then when we go inside, the buildings or structures would be inside there, making it not like a moat, a wall to make sure that everything that we want stays inside and everything in this theoretical world to stay outside that we don't want. The kind of idea was, I was building in my head, if I was to build this on a PvP server, how would I go about it? What would I want to do? What would I want to do to keep theoretical dinosaurs and other people out, to able to make this work in the real world. If I didn't have unlimited resources, and if this was a case of me just being insanely good at the game to the point where I have so much tech, I don't know what to do with it. So the idea was that I would, you know, lift this out, plonk it in a real world. Would this work? So I thought a lookout post, great idea. And that's what we're building right now, the start of a lookout post. This would be really tall, you can see people from far away, you can mount turrets on top of it. It would also act as a storage area at the bottom, so you could grab things when you need it. Later on would come the castle, which would be the main area for, you know, Bucket, because Bucket needs a home, right? Everyone wants me to make Bucket a throne. It'd be an armory, a place where we could tame things, a place where we could keep a big, scary dinosaur in case somebody did decide to break down the walls. So that was where I was going with the initial plan, once I'd thought of the initial plan, which did take me a while, I must admit. This is about 800% speeded up, so you can see it did take me a little bit of a long time. I hope you're enjoying the video, by the way. If you haven't, click like on the video or subscribe. Please feel free to do so because it's free and it helps me out massively. Cheers, guys. Right, back to it. Okay, so we've got tower number 1 done. This is where we're going to have all of, in my mind, there is, you know, a few rough edges, but don't worry about that. This in my mind is where we would have all of our gear going out and facing, obviously, all the stuff. So, you know, rows of chests along here. Something little secret in here with all the powerful weapons. There's multiple ways out of here. So in the real world, if you're going to be attacked or something, they'll be like, "Oh, we're coming to get you." Like, "Oh no, I can go out this way," or "Ah, no, I can come back in this way," or "Oh no, I'm going to hide in here," and then waiting behind the door, bam, you know, that sort of thing. So tower number 1 done. I'm not going to focus on doing much of the insides. Okay, I'm going to sort of just try and do the outside because I've already been doing this video for 2 hours now, and I've done 1 tower. Oh no, this is going to have to. I think I might have to do this. I think I might have to do the next section, leave it for today, and come back and go and do a quick video. This is supposed to be ready for tomorrow. Oh dear. But yeah, so that's what we're doing. That's what we've done so far. Oh my god, I'm terrible. I'm actually terrible. I've been given unlimited resources and it looks worse than my standard base. Oh my god. Oh, and there's a hole here and I don't know how to fix it. Welcome to 1000% speed. Oh, yes. Seems a little bit crazy, I know, but this is going to be well worth it because this is where we build the section of the castle. The idea was basically to follow some lines that I had seen in one place that you'll certainly know what is called, Disneyland Paris. Yes, I used a sort of base structure from Disneyland, the big castle, Sleeping Beauty's castle, to draw the outline of this. Now, of course, everything has to be made out of tech because those are the rules that I set myself up for, but it does need to be big enough. The main entrance needs to be big enough anyway to fit Bucket in, because of course Bucket's throne will be going in there. It needs to be imposing. So I noticed that the structure gets smaller as it goes to the top. It's not like your medieval castles where you have several turrets or towers and then a structure inside that will largely remain the same. So the idea was that it gets taller as it goes up. Not taller, it gets narrower as it goes up. This creates a feeling of even greater height, even though it may not be that tall. And the reason it does this is because if it tapers to the top, it looks like the perspective of it is shifting, especially if it's against a clear sky. So even though the structure is only just taller than the watchtower, it actually looks so much taller because of that tapering point. I did mess around with the idea of putting some electronics and stuff and bits and pieces in it and some cables to make it look like it was held up, but I couldn't get it to work right. I finally found a formula that did work, and that's what we effectively ended up with. I also wanted to make sure that the structure didn't look like it was just hanging there. I wanted to make it look like it was indeed supported. I wanted to make sure it looked like it could actually exist. And then that led to me lighting the area up. The place needs lights, and I found out there's actually something called tech lights, which is really cool. We experimented with that for quite a while and getting used to the new generator mechanics, and then it was time to call it a day and go to bed. Okay, so it's been many hours, so this is what we've got so far. Kind of Disney Castle-ish, I guess, but this is the tech castle now. I would normally go around and add some windows and stuff. That would probably make it look a little bit better. We've got some lights, some generators. I reckon it'll look amazing at night time. But this is what we've got so far. I'm actually going to leave it here and instead tack this on to another video, I think, as a little bit of an extra thing. Oh, that's kind of cool. Wow. Look at that. Okay, guys, it is a few days later, and we're going to finish this up in a little bit, but we need to make Bucket a throne, I do think. So let's open this up. Let's turn these off. Why aren't these turned off? Is there another generator somewhere? So this, I think, so what I think we're going to do now, we've got the two main buildings, right? We've got the watchtower up here, all right? I think that's pretty cool, and we've got this here. Now, this place does need some defenses, and this hole needs to be plugged up. So we're going to make 2 tower defenses, Bucket's throne, and then I think we are kind of golden. Like I said, I'm not going to fill out everything inside because you just end up putting boxes everywhere and all that sort of stuff. I'm not going to decorate it. It's more to sort of show what I can kind of do at this point in time. And I'm quite proud of what I've got here. I think it's quite cool. We've got a wall. It would be even cooler to kind of have a moat, but I don't think we're going to go that far really. But right, let's get going on in terms of making this. Now, this shouldn't take us too long. So I think we're going to demolish these. I only put these here as I thought like I thought they were going to be a little bit bigger, and it'd be quite cool to have a row of power generators. Okay, so we've solved the outer wall problem now. That's all. Oh, hello. Let's fix that. Alright, so we've solved the outer wall problem, and it looks a bit bad from up here, but that's fine because this is going to be covered in a minute. This gives us a little bit of a storage sort of like place here, so before we go on a mission, this is where you'd have, in my mind, this is where we'd have like our storage boxes and stuff. And over here, there's another storage area which you can fill with storage compartments, etc., which is kind of cool. And then what we need to do is fill this roof out. And then this roof will be our first gun platform for any intruders that decide to come in. Perfect! So that way, now, there's like an area where we have got... There we go. Perfect. So now we've got an area with storage, so if we need to grab stuff we can do. We can fill that with lights if we needed to. And then over here, we can put we're going to have 2 gun turrets, 1 gun turret pointing this way, and 1 gun turret pointing that way. And then we'll bring some stairs up so that we can put it there. So we just need some stairs now. So stairs. There we go. So now it looks like it's being held up. Perfect. So now the big stairs are being held up. We run up here, and we need a gun here straight away. So we'll have a rocket turret here, so we can go straight away. So we've got the automated turret and the rocket turret as well. So when we come up here, that'd be nice. And the same on this side. Perfect. So we'll grab it there and pop it there like that. Jump in it, make sure it's pointing outwards. Lovely. We'll grab this one, make sure it's pointing this way. So anything coming from the trees gets bombarded by rockets. And then there's the space in between. And there we go. So we've got these rails here as well. Stop people from falling off. That works. I wonder if putting rails around the entire outside of the base would look good. Hang on, let me have a look. Does that look good from the outside? No, I don't think it does. No, that's no good. That's no good to man or beast. From there, looks so... Yeah, that looks so much better. Actually, we can go even further than that. We can go one more higher, can't we? The watchtower kind of also deserves its own rocket launchers as well. So I don't know if you can put these on the side of things. That'd be kind of cool if you could. No, we'll put this here. And that there. And now... You know, somebody attacks, we drop that, and then those also launch. Yeah, that's how we're going to do that. That looks great. Perfect. There we go. So now behind each one of these little things, there's an automated turret for defense. That's good. And up here as well, we're going to continue that theme, I think, of the rails. Because I think the rails look really, really cool. So I don't want it to destroy it, though. That's the only thing. Yeah, it's kind of gothic, actually. Yeah, that kind of looks... Okay, from here, it looks good. Like, from here, it looks good. But from down here, does it look good? That's the question. Yeah, it kind of doesn't look good, does it? I'm thinking, what about if we put in the doors, though? That's the big question. Will it look better then? Yeah, that looks better. That looks like it's generating those little things. So that looks kind of cool. Perfect. And then we're also just around the front area. Okay, so as we're never going to be actually using this, what I've done is I've actually placed the teleporter on the cloner. So it kind of fits in really, really well. So it's now a dual teleporter and cloner. And I wanted to know, can it actually teleport? Can it actually teleport dinos? Okay, no, not if I do it like that. Okay, fine. Okay, no, it can't bring your dino, so fair enough. So this is our teleporter area here, which is where we can teleport in. So everything's good. So we've got our miniature storage area, one here. We've got another miniature storage area over here. We've got gun turrets up here. We've got gun turrets up there for protection as well. We're going to need a rocket turret up here, actually, because this side is very unprotected. So we're going to need a rocket turret there. That kind of looks cool. And another rocket turret, but actually not on the... in the base. We're going to have one there, and we're going to have one on this side as well, just over here. Perfect. Okay, so now this is our dinosaur enclosure area, right? So we come through here. You can see... that doesn't look good. Okay, let's demolish that for a second. Hang on. Where did my behemoth one go? So this also now looks like it's part of the construction of the base, and this then is our little pen for dinosaurs that come in here. So only the strongest come in here, obviously, guys. So we have a Tech Rex in here, whatever it may be. That would look really, really cool. And then over here we can have our entrance, so if we need to come in and grab one, we can do. That just leaves this space over here. So we've got our taming area, we've got our upper watchtower. We've got our defense units all based around the place. We're probably going to need to fill this in because that does not look good. No sirree, it does not, low. So there we go. So if something does approach the gateway, we don't want it to come in. I mean, they're going to get blasted by those auto turrets. Pretty much straight away, they're screwed. Everybody we like can come in here. We've got our teleporter area for people who can want to get straight into the base. We've got 1 storage area, 2 storage area, and 3 storage area. We've got the tower. We've got this behemoth gateway for our dinos that can come in here. And then we've got a back entrance for the other storage area. If we want to come in without letting the dinosaurs out, we've got this area, which should also allow us to drop in any taming thing. That's what we're going to make this area. We should make this area a taming area. Okay, so this is how it's working. That generator over there is powering this fridge. So this fridge here is going to be used for keeping all of the eggs in, etc. We've got an entrance, which we need the gateway for, so gate. So we've got a miniature gateway. We've got a gateway here that will allow us to do everything. Now, we need to make sure that the dinos can't get out of this area as well. Perfect. So they can't get in unless I choose for them to get in, which is lovely. We can get in over here to make sure that we can look after the eggs that are being warmed, cooled, whatever, by the air conditioners. So that is our taming area. So now we have got a storage area for dinos. We have got our teleporter for ourselves to get to our other bases. We have got a taming area. We've got defense units everywhere to save us. The last thing we need to make is Bucket's Throne. Bucket's Throne should be right here. Bam. That's where Bucket's Throne should be. Lovely. Perfectamundo. Right, we need to make Bucket a throne now. Okay, guys, so as promised, I was going to make a throne room for Bucket. And here it is. Powered, of course. We've got these little pads here, so if somebody does try and sneak around, they'll get jumped into the wall. They can't really do much. Of course, turrets are here. They are ready to go. They are armed. Well, we don't need to arm them for now, do we? We can just leave them there like that. And Bucket is protected. And of course, the sleeping pods are in here as well for us. and Bucket is in pride of place. And when we need to get out of here, then Bucket very simply comes through here and away we go. But this is, of course, Bucket's castle. All nice, all ready to go. And this is where we can leave Bucket to roost and have a very good day. And the final touch before we finish everything else off is to make sure that we have these fast track jump pads all over the place, so that if we need to get on top of anything at all... Ooh, not there. There is probably not a good idea. Alright, we walk up here. Fabulous news. These turrets here will detect anything and will choose to kill anything that isn't a friendly. We're obviously friendly. In we go. Perfect. So, on the left, we've got our lookout tower, which we can run all the way to the top of. Fabulous. We've got a storage area here, we've got a storage area here, and we've got a throughput to where the pen is. We can store dinosaurs in here, no problem whatsoever, and we can, if we want to, walk them out this way as well. If it's a T-Rex or anything like that, then the T-Rex can be used to defend the base and defend the area as we need, and if we need to take it with us, we can use a cryopod. Perfect. If we just want to enter here and not let anything else out, then we can do. This can also double as a training area. Oh no! The enemies have got inside. We can jump in here, we can jump up here, start firing, or we can fire on any comers from the beach as well. The same is included on this side. If somebody comes from this side, we can jump using this bad boy here. Alley-yoop. And we can get on... Oh, hang on, actually. Maybe we should also have one here as well. Finally, we've obviously got the teleporter here if it needs to be used, and if people want to get up here and coming from the jungle, we've got these things. With the rockets as well, it will knock down any trees that grow back, so we're good on that front. We've got our taming area here. We can use Bucket or whatever to drop the enemies into this area here. We can then rush out like that, and it will close behind us, allowing us to be all good and get away. We can jump onto here to shoot it to tame it. No problems whatsoever. Once it's tamed, we can either lead it into here if we want to breed it, or we can lead it out of the gate as well. While we're in here, we can also use this area for chilling the eggs if we need to, and we can keep progress on everything there with the windows. So that's all practical enough. We've got a quick storage system here so that we can make sure we get our stuff to go out before we go on an expedition. And when we come in here, we find our main room with buckets thrown. These jump pads, which will hopefully, if somebody tries to come around the back to steal Bucket, then they can they'll be jumped up by these. Or, of course, these turrets. Or, of course, Bucket herself. Pretty damn formidable. And they're going to be just destroyed and roasted. Everything else is all lit up. Everything else is ready to go. So we just need to turn on the other generator, activate power, and that is absolutely everything. So yeah, that is what I can do with the place when I have unlimited building capacity, guys. Let's go and see what we can do about the Titanosaur, shall we? Okay, guys, this one's finished now as well. Now, it's not as cool as the other base, I admit, but this is our fortress. I've kind of dropped the idea of storing dinos on it. This is just full-blown attack. So if we need to make tech stuff, we've got the tech generator. We've got these wind turbines as well to provide electricity if we do ever need to put electricity stuff on it. Great news. 2 rocket launchers on this side with a outside storage area for ammo to be quickly gotten to. But what you want to do if you're rolling up on someone's base is use this side, because we have 2 miniguns, a single rocket launcher as well, with space to expand if you want to. Up here is the crow's nest. This is where all important things happen, because you can see everything from here, and it's a minigun because it's faster than using the rockets. It is basically a floating fortress, and this is my floating fortress, guys. How cool is that? That's it. That's what I can do with unlimited build resources. I can probably improve this one more, but I'm afraid it is going to be time for the last episode. Next episode is the end of Season 1. Now, let's go and grab Bucket, bring her back here, and make sure everything's okay. No, 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 no. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Bucket! Come on. Come on, Bucket. Don't do this. Don't play hide and seek. Bucket! Bucket! There must be something. There must be something else. There must be something else. What is going on? What is happening? Bucket! Oh, hang on. Hello. Hello. Beat the Overseer to find her and her merch. Await my instruction. Right, I'm calling Daz. We need to get this done now. Somebody called IAM has taken Bucket, and it is not the teleporter. Let's use the teleporter. It's so much quicker. Why didn't I think of that the first time? We need to call Daz. We need to get him in here because we need to face that final boss. Bucket's gone missing.